Welcome to the Geeky Z, fellow geeks. Let's open a beverage of your choice because today I have kind of an unboxing, even though it didn't come in a box. So I could say maybe a haul. I saw this at my LCS, Bosco's, in case you want to look it up, yesterday on New Comic Day, but didn't get it because it was a little bit out of my price range at the moment. But something good happened today and I needed a reason to celebrate, and so I went in and picked this up because now I will be able to have some money. And so picked it up, and what we have here is the complete web of horror. I had never heard of this. Okay, well here is the front, side, the back. I'd never heard of this. It was a horror magazine that came out in, I think the first issue was in '69. And I've just read the first couple of pages. This gives a brief history of the magazine. It was meant to be a rival to the old creepy and eerie magazines. They wanted to do their own version of it and be better. They wanted to go with the true inspirations of the old, EC ones, and rival the Warren magazines of, like I said, creepy and eerie. They got people like Barney Wrightson, who does the cover here, and they wound up publishing 3 magazines. Supposedly each one got better as they went along. But then the editor took off without any notice, and so the thing collapsed. There's a 4th issue that was supposed to come out, but it didn't come out because things collapsed. And this here publishes all 4 issues plus some lost pages. But let me read this here for you. It says, collected for the first time, the brief but brilliant 3-issue run of Web of Horror. I like that. With material from never published 4th issue. Nearly 300 pages of classic horror with comics written by Otto Binder, Terry Bisson, B-I-S-S-O-N, Nicola Cuti, Marv Wolfman, Lynn Wein, Jerry Conway, and others, and illustrated by Bernie Wrightson, Jeff Johns, Michael Kaluta, Frank Bruner, Ralph Reese, Bruce Jones, Tom Sutton, Steve Hickman, Wayne Howard, Roger Brand, Sid Shores, and Norman Nodal. Includes essays exploring the magazine's rapid ascent and mysterious demise. A true treasury of terror. Okay, so when you open it up, this is just right inside. Look at it right here. This is the end page right here. Look how beautiful that artwork is. Look at that. I mean, that is a Wrightson. It's Bernie Wrightson, 1969. So that is, as old as I am, which is old. And then a couple of pages in, you get the cover, December 19. And then you introduce Webster, who is the host. Every magazine, horror magazine, has to have a host. You've got the Crypt Keeper, the Witch, and all that stuff. Damn it! In Tales from the Crypt and Haunt of Horror and all that. I forget who it is in the Warren books, but this here is Webster. He gives a little introduction. Then you get this is a self-portrait of Bernie Wrightson. And then you get the table of contents. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last pages. Another Bernie Wrightson picture, and then you get the introduction written by Dana Marie Andra, A-N-D-R-A. Okay, then you have the foreword by Terry Plisson, who is the guy who was the editor who wound up taking off. And he sort of just takes full responsibility for screwing it up. And then you just get more little, what do you call it? I don't want to say essays but little articles on everything. And then the making of a screen door, a few pages in there. And there's this, I like this, A Web of Reality by Robert Gerson. And then you get your first magazine, the first issue of the magazine. And this is when you get some of the stories. And if you look at the art in these things, it's the old black and white type of art, which I love the way some of these things, the way these things are drawn, black and white like this. It is just so moody and, just interesting. You don't find art like this in comics nowadays. You don't find horror like this in comics nowadays. And so this is just some really good stuff. And not every story is good. I mean, every person has their tastes. So one issue will be exceptional to you, and the other one might not think that it's all that great. But that's the good thing about this stuff. But it's just spill some soda. But they're still just so enjoyable to read. And I'm glad that I came across this, because I'd never heard of Web of Horror. Maybe because it came and went in the first year of my life. But I'm glad that Dana and Andra put this together, because she said it was a labor of love. And it looks like it. It's a nice hardback, and I cannot wait to get done reading this. So, if you have the chance, you can, I don't know if your LCS will have it. You can probably order it someplace. But it's $49.99 hardback. You can probably get it someplace for cheaper if you want to wait for it to be mailed to you. But I recommend it. Oh, and then here is the other end piece. It's just, it's so not only does it have all the wonderful, horror stories, black and white horror stories, but it has a bunch of the history behind it and all this inside information, which is awesome. But anyway, I recommend you pick it up if you have the money. And let me know what you think of it if you've read it. And like, subscribe, most of all, enjoy your horror comics.